no nets, every flow is unmatched, and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green, show the whole. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk. I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jobs. I'm not a guard. Go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Rings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to do well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, know I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clarity. Yeah. Determination, laser. Taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is taking you to 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Newton. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So much for being intimidated on the road in the playoffs, right? That was a pretty clinical drive right there.
Yeah, they seem to come out with the attitude of, we don't deal with pressure. We create it on the other team. Just took it right down the field and stuffed it in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Vikings.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Barkley, flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph, and it's third down.
Here we go. Watch 54. No gain on this defense.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Being chased out left. And able to find Green. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Ed Oliver able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On second down, here's Murray. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Vikings, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Shotgun now from Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Oh, now Murray has it stripped.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a special play there by the special teams. It's one thing to fake it. He ran it in for the score.
I think the special teams coach saw something on film in preparation for this game, told the head coach now's the time. He got the green light, and they worked it to perfection.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
They run with Barkley on first down, and he gets about 5 out of it. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Green brings it in. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Go, 30 base. Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
2nd down and inches. And Diggs has it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Go now. 15-1. 15-1.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, Alpha.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Kyle Rudolph. Incomplete. It's second down.
So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll run it again with Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on second down, Murray finding Green complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Off play action. Newton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But it'll be second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross, 48 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Barkley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Murray throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
54. Go.
Back to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Check 13. Check 13.
Newton to throw. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Newton. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside, Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to...
He's got it at the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 61 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.